in autumn, a hedgehog and a fox ran into each other. The fox said to the hedgehog, "Come with me to the vineyard to steal some grapes." The hedgehog answered, "No, I am afraid of the traps they have set out there." The fox said, "Have no fear, you will come to no harm, because I have 3 bags full of tricks." So they went there together and ate until they were full. But just as they were leaving, the fox caught herself in an iron trap. She called out, "Help me, hedgehog, I am caught in a trap." He said, "Empty the tricks out of your bag so I can free you." The fox said, "I jumped over a ditch and all my tricks fell out. Don't you know even one?" The hedgehog replied, "I know 2 of them. The one is that when the farmer comes, just play dead. The other is that while you are playing dead, you should let a mighty fart." The fox did what the hedgehog had advised. When the farmer came by, he thought that the fox was already stinky rotten and he threw him out of the vineyard. Thus, the fox escaped. The bear as judge. Finland. A dispute arose among a number of animals, namely the wolf, the fox, the cat, and the hare. Unable to settle matters by themselves, they summoned the bear to act as judge. Everyone said he had 100 or 1,000 ways to escape. Only the cat said she had only one way to escape. Then the bear decided to put them all to the test in order to see how each one would save himself in time of danger. He suddenly threw himself at the wolf and crushed him half to death. Seeing what had happened to the wolf, the fox started to run away. But the bear grabbed him by the tip of his tail, and even to this day, the fox has a white spot on his tail. The hare, with his fast legs, escaped by running away. The cat climbed up a tree and from his high perch sank down. The one who knows 100 ways was captured. The one who knows 1,000 ways was injured. Long legs must run on forever, and the one who has only one way to escape sits high in a tree and holds his own. A mantis trying to stop a chariot. China. When somebody overrates himself, he is often warned, "Don't be a mantis trying to stop a chariot." The saying comes from a legend dated back to the spring and autumn period. One day, the king of Kai went out for hunting. The carriages were going along when suddenly a mantis stood in the middle of the road. It was obvious that he was trying to fight against the carriage to hold it back. Surprised at the case, the king of Kai ordered to stop and asked what creature it was. The king sighed with exclamation at its braveness. He mused a moment and added, "It's a great pity that it is not more than an insect. If it were a man, he must be the bravest warrior in the world." Then the king ordered his carriages turn around it to leave the mantis there standing martially. When the persons around heard the king's words, they were well touched and determined to devote themselves to the country. As time passed, the meaning of the phrase changed to its opposite. Now it means that someone overrates himself and tries to hold back an overwhelmingly superior force. The bear and the travelers. Africa. 2 travelers were on a long journey through the countryside. They were walking along a track. They suddenly spotted a great bear ambling towards them. The first traveler climbed up the first tree and hid amongst the high branches. The second one dropped his bags and fell to the ground pretending to be dead. He'd heard somewhere that bears don't like to eat dead flesh, so he thought this was the safest way to survive. The bear reached the spot where the man was lying on the ground. The man was keeping as still as he could and doing his best to keep his breath in. The bear sniffed around his head for a few minutes, but did not seem to be all that interested and went on his way. The second traveler gingerly climbed down from the tree to join his friend. "Phew," he said, "that was close. From up there in the tree, I could have sworn that the bear was talking to you." "He was," the second one replied. "He told me to be more careful in future while setting out on a journey and not to travel with someone who deserts you at the first sign of trouble."
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, Subscribe to Sahil Book House.